We're about to hear the thoughts of distinguished scholar, researcher, academic, professor, and pioneer in the field of conflict resolution and peace psychology, Morton Deutsch, who founded the International Center for Cooperation and Conflict Resolution here at Columbia University at Teachers College.
I became president, and I was the first president of the Division of Peace Psychology at APA. I think it was 1990, 1991. I had to make a presidential address, and it's right here, educating for a peaceful world. So the 6 factors that I listed: cooperation or cooperative learning, conflict resolution, constructive conflict resolution, constructive resolution of controversy,
right,
mediation, forgiveness and reconciliation, and what gives rise to these conflicts. Now, all of them have psychological factors involved. All of them can be contributed to by other disciplines as well. And we, as psychologists, should try to take the lead in helping other disciplines recognize that they can contribute in important ways to these different areas, and that we would like to work with them so that there's a joint contribution. It's not only psychological, but it takes into account economic, political, artistic, and other factors. Peace psychology has to recognize that it's not the whole pie, that it's only a portion, an important portion of the pie, and it has to cooperate with other disciplines in order to work effectively on any practical problem.
Where do you think that peace psychology belongs in curriculum?
It belongs in cooperative learning, cooperative classrooms, cooperative schools, with practical experience in managing conflicts, as well as knowledge, so that they do. You need to develop knowledge, attitudes, and skills about any of these things. And one of the things I felt in any discipline, to have a foot in a discipline, say a foot in psychology or social psychology, and get well trained, but another foot in a multidiscipline center that deals with actual problems that don't come in the form of disciplines. They come in the form of multidisciplines, whether it's how do you deal with smoking or obesity or attitude change. And the fact that I was the youngest kid and often picked on by older kids, and I had to fight my way to get my share, so to speak, sensitized me to injustice, prejudice, discrimination. So I was really prepared to respond to what was going on in the broader society. There was the development of the labor movement in the 30s. There was the Spanish Civil War. There was the emergence of Nazism, fascism, and I was aware of the oppression of the Jews in Germany and the Holocaust. And I was aware of what was going on economically, the depression in the United States. My intellectual heroes were Marx, Freud, Einstein, and Lewin. Well, my favorite accomplishment is that I've managed to have a lot of very good students who've gone out and done a lot of good research and have helped develop the field of conflict resolution and cooperative learning and other areas. Yeah, I founded this when I was approaching retirement age. I had to retire at 70. I'm pretty old now. That was 1990. And I wanted the two areas, cooperative learning and conflict resolution, to continue actively. The hope is that we have increasing scientific knowledge, we have increasing awareness of the necessity of global concerns and global involvement, and there are more and more sophisticated people who are aware of these issues and concerned about them. So there's that hope that the scientific knowledge, the increased awareness, the increased commitment of important segments of our world can lead to effective cooperation. But unless we move in that direction, the hope won't be realized.